Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Welcome to my little courtyard. I like to sit out here and play guitar sometimes. And that was a tune of mine called Dear Ellen. It's off of my record called The Grease Factor, and I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. But I just wanted to say, since it's the end of the year, this is going to be the last video I make for the year. I've only been doing the channel for about 4 months, and I wanted to say thank you to all of you guys that subscribed and liked and your great comments. I get comments every day and some emails and things. I really appreciate it. Any ideas you have moving forward, I would be welcome to hear, within reason. I kind of feel like I don't want to get stuck on doing the same things over and over again. I could keep doing rhythm guitar stuff, I guess, which I will, but I want to talk about other things as well. So I thought, since we're at the end of the year, this is my last video for the year, I thought it'd be a good time to talk about resetting yourself musically. New Year's is when people traditionally make New Year's resolutions or lose weight or exercise or do this or that, stop bad habits. But I think this is applicable to any time of the year. And sometimes I like to just hit the reset button, just do a hard reset and clear my brain, of music, and then come back to it. And one of the ways I do it is just to go for a walk. I think we're, especially here in Southern California, blessed to have a lot of places you could go walk any time of the year, and it's nature and everything. But no matter where you are, you could take advantage of this. Just get away from the instrument. In my experience, it's been really valuable. Like if I'm working on something, an idea, and I get stuck trying to come up with a melody, what's that chord? I can't get it to get right, or a lyric, or anything like that. If I get away from it for a minute and do something sort of physical, if I'm walking or just around nature, or just shut off the music part and then come back to it, it almost always works itself out. It's like the knot is untied on its own. So you might want to try it. And when I go for walks, it helps clear my musical brain, just to get out and not hear anything for a minute. It just untangles a lot of things on their own. So LA's still got a lot of magic to it. The land of dreamers. How many people have come out here to reset their life? A lot. And it's still got a lot of energy to it. I think its heyday might be behind it, but it's still got a lot of creative energy here. You can feel it. Sometimes I'll do a reset where I just listen to completely different types of music. But one that's a common theme in my personal musical taste is Bach. I love Bach, and I like just listening to Bach in the morning because it really starts my brain in a good way. It has a way of just calming but organizing in a way. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way he wrote and composed. But the genius of Bach, it's a way to cleanse my musical palette. Sorry, there's a helicopter overhead, or an airplane. Maybe it's a drone, I don't know. What else? So yeah, there's different types of resets. Wayne Krantz talked about this on my Riff Raff podcast. He did an example of an extreme reset where he just decided one day, everything I'm playing sounds like a cliche, and I don't like anything I'm doing, and I'm gonna abandon everything I've done up to now, and I'm only gonna play new original things, or I'm not gonna play at all. And he really did this, and I'll put a link in my description of this to our conversation, because I asked him about it.
And so that began that process that I think you're asking about, just like the kind of, let me just get rid of all the stuff I'm playing now that's not mine, and which was most of it. And, because I was into this kind of post-bop, long 16th note, 8th, 16th note line playing and stuff. It was still probably somewhat personal at the time, but just conceptually it wasn't creative particularly. It was derivative.
And it really kind of hurt him musically and career-wise for a minute, because he couldn't get any calls because he just wasn't playing like a normal guitar player anymore. But it took a long time, but in my opinion, it paid off because he created his own vocabulary, and he sounds like Wayne Krantz, and nobody else does. You know, and then there's life resets, like moving to a place like Los Angeles, just to kind of clear and hit a reset on all kinds of levels of life. That's what I've done. So, you know, being around a different kind of energy, a different weather, different people, that's an extreme reset that probably many of you don't want to do or can't do, or maybe you're in a place where you're completely cool, you know. So those are just some ideas, things you might want to check out. But I appreciate your likes and subscribes and you guys tuning in this year, and there'll be much more to come. And like I was saying, I am working on a course. I'll just give you a little preview for next year. It's taken a while, but I'm working on some rhythm guitar courses and a lot of other things that'll be available. I'm going to revamp my whole site and everything. But appreciate your support, and you guys have a great new year. See you soon. Terrio out.